Negative 2/5 times negative 1/6. Negative times a negative we know is going to become a positive. So I'm just going to ignore all of the negatives, and I know my answer is going to be positive moving forward. So I'm just going to jump straight to that. 2/5 times 1/6. This will have the same solution. 2 times 1 on top times 5 times 6 in the bottom. 2 times 1 is 2, 5 times 6 is 30. This is not lowest terms because they're both even numbers. If you take 2 out of them, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 30 divided by 2 is 15. So we've got 1/15 as the solution. Part B, negative 2 1/8 divided by 1 1/4. First step, let's convert these into improper fractions. So 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17, and that's over 8, and it should be negative. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and the 4 stays in there, and this is division. I'm going to use the reciprocal method and use multiplication. So when I do that, negative 17 over 8 times, instead of division, and then I flip it, 4/5. And when I do that, the numbers are a little bit large, but negatives, we can do it this way. Negative 17 times 4 on top, divided by 8 times 5 on the bottom. And when you do that, you are left with negative 68/40. Now, 4 does go into both of those numbers. So I'm going to divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. And when I do that, I've got a 10 in the bottom and a 17 on top. 10 goes into 17 once. There are 7 left over. And so I have an answer of 1 7/10. Now, somewhere along the line here, I dropped my negative. So this stays negative, and then that'll be negative as well. So it's negative 1 7/10 is your final answer for the show you know.